Hey there, how's it going everybody? So fortunately we're getting another wet weekend here in the Bay Area, California. Much needed rain. We got a little break in the weather, so thought I'd come out here and touch a little bit more on the use of cardboard in the landscape. This is quite the popular topic, a bit controversial, so I thought I would just explain to you guys my experiences thus far and some of the results I've been obtaining using this technique. So if you've been following along, you're probably already aware, but I'm growing currently in about 5,000 square feet of space. And prior to the establishment of any of the plants you see out here, what I had done was a sheet mulching using cardboard, and then atop that I put about 10 inches of wood chips. I'm very happy with the results obtained using this technique, so I just want to further explain to you why it is I chose to use cardboard as the sheet mulch material, and just some of my thoughts on how it breaks down and adds to the soil food web, as well as maybe some other options that you could use if you're interested in doing a sheet mulch or a lasagna style garden in your yard. So first and foremost, cardboard is an abundantly free resource. It's available all over the place, and I was able to obtain large quantities of cardboard simply by going to my local Costco. See, in between the pallets of product, they've got these 4x4 square foot pieces of cardboard, no tape, no staples or anything on them, and it just makes it really easy to just lay down the cardboard and put down the chips. So that was my preferred resource for the cardboard. So what I would do is I would split up what would usually be a large trip to the store into several smaller trips, and each time I'd go through every aisle, and anytime I'd see a loose piece of cardboard laying around, I'd just simply pick it up and put it at the bottom of my cart. Now, before I actually did that, I asked an employee if that was okay. They said it was fine. And in fact, another employee had approached me at one point and asked me what I was up to. And when I told them about my project, we were able to arrange a situation where I'd come in and they were actually holding some of these cardboard flats for me over by the cardboard compactor that they had. So that was the best way I found to get the cardboard. It really was easy. I was actually collecting for a couple months prior to the start of this project. I also tried some of the bigger appliance stores and the furniture stores, as they get a lot of big boxes, and I was able to obtain some cardboard, but the stuff that I did get had a lot of staples and tape in it. It just created a lot of extra work. So after about 12 months or so, you could easily dig into these wood chips as far and wide as you want, and you wouldn't find cardboard anywhere. It had completely degraded into the soil, in part because of the soil food web. The earthworms were eating it, the mycelium was crawling throughout it, and all this stuff was helping to break it down and actually create nutrients for the soil. So for myself, cardboard was a free, effective, and safe way to do sheet mulching. Now, had I had concerns about it not being the cleanest, natural form of sheet mulching, what I probably would have done, and what I'd suggest others could do, is to actually inoculate that cardboard and wood chip with a mushroom spawn. Mushrooms can actually be a highly effective way to remove any toxins from a landscape. Look up mycoremediation, which is a form of bioremediation, whereas the fungi and the mushrooms that pop up actually are able to sequester and also degrade contaminants that are found in the soil. So if you were concerned, like I said, about there being any contaminants in cardboard, you could go ahead and inoculate. Just a small $20 bag of mushroom spawn can easily be propagated in a substrate, like let's say in a Rubbermaid container, and you could produce quite a bit of spawn to come out and inoculate an area around this size that I'm gardening in, about 5,000 square feet. So perhaps you don't belong to Costco, or you don't have any cardboard readily available. In that case, I may suggest using something called construction paper, which is basically like a roll of paper bag material, and you could just roll that out for a pretty low cost, and that should be just as effective. Also, as I mentioned earlier, you could do newspaper as long as it's not colored, but it is very thin and can become a hassle if you've even got the slightest breeze. Well, that's it for now. I just wanted to share with you guys my experience and hopefully encourage anybody out there who's looking to get started growing their own food. You know, if there's an easy way to do things, an effective way to do things, I'm going to try to share it with you and get you on the fast track to success. And with that, I hope this video finds you and finds you well, out in the world and out in your garden, planting more abundance in your life. Take care, everybody. I'll be talking to you again soon.